While the search is on for a missing mom, just 28 years old, when asked, her husband says he's the one who's suffering. It's all about me, 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 me. Listen to this guy.
So I'm the sufferer one. I'm the sufferer. My baby and then myself, like we are suffering the most.
From our friends at WUSA 9. Nadia Navarro, did you hear that? He's the one suffering. For all he knows, his wife is dead in a ditch, and he's the one suffering? Is he always like that?
Yeah, it makes you want to give him something to actually suffer about.
I'm just trying to, and I know, Nadia, and I learned this the hard way in court, that why doesn't really matter. But I'm very intrigued with the dynamic of their relationship. What did she see in him? Why did she stay with him if everything is about him? And he keeps talking about, well, she's the nurse. It sounds like he's jealous.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have any degrees of his own. He couldn't even pass the police academy. He failed that. And I mean, he was working at a gas station before he got the job that he says he had in cybersecurity, which is a certificate. And Mamta is smart and hardworking and much younger than he is. So he knew that under normal circumstances, she's not the kind of person that he would be able to marry. But because it was arranged, and it's their culture, he was able to marry someone beautiful, smart, educated, and she was way out of his league. It made him jealous. It made him feel inferior. Um, and he would do anything he could to make her feel less than. He would comment on her weight. He would compare her to other women. He would compare her to me in front of us. He
What do you
he
mean,
would
compare her to you like what?
one time we were doing each other's makeup and um, Mamta FaceTimed him to show him her makeup. And I was sitting out of the camera, but she just, he was like, "Oh, did you do Nadia's?" And she said yes. And Mamta pulled me over into the screen, and he goes, "Nadia, you're so beautiful. You're like an A plus." And then he looked at Mamta and he goes, "Mamta, you're like a C minus."
Nadia, that makes me want to cry.
Yeah,
When he
he
said
did
that,
cry.
how did she respond when he said that?
She smiled, um, and then hung up, and she ran out of the room, and I followed her, and she was crying, and she she told me that it wasn't the first time he said something like that, and I told her that she was beautiful.
Dr. Delatorre, I don't understand that. How the husband can be so cruel and demeaning to the wife when she's so clearly, as Nadia said, out of his league, way out of his league.
It's gross. It's disgusting. This man is less than human. But this isn't something that's wholly unique. We often see these kinds of comments, these kinds of behaviors from known domestic and intimate partner abusers. We often see these kinds of comments being made by men who believe women are somehow second class citizens. There's a lot of issues that go on within our society and within each individual that makes them believe that they are somehow better. And if someone, especially a woman, has more power and more agency, then that man is going to do whatever he can to undermine it. This is pretty common domestic and intimate partner violence type issues that needs to be addressed by men towards other men.